So, I'm gonna make a video that's pretty personal to me, but I felt the need to make it tonight and not even sleep on it because I felt, like people needed to hear it, and it was something that, pretty much happened today. So, I figured while it was fresh in my mind, let me make a video about it. Today, for the first time, I had my daughter with me while I worked from home, and it was challenging. Not that she was doing anything that she doesn't normally do. It's just that, having a 2 year old with, how they got to go to the bathroom, they want to eat certain times, and she's not going according to my schedule. And I remember reading something on a post from somebody in one of my feeds. I don't remember, social media somewhere, talking about, how, certain parents have it hard or whatever, particularly females. And I just wanted to say, on that note, that it is hard when you have to do it on your own. That's why you have to choose wisely who you choose to lay down with. Now, with me watching my daughter today, it's not something that I had to do, something that I chose to do, because her mother had to work and she didn't have anybody to watch her. So as opposed to her just leaving her with somebody random, I took it upon myself to watch her. Now, me and her mother are not together, so obviously it's not something I had to do. But rather than allowing her to miss work, or worse, leave the kids in the apartment by themselves to watch each other, I chose to take it upon myself to watch them. Now, everybody's situation is going to be different. Not everybody's going to have the kind of person that steps up to the plate that does what needs to be done. That goes directly into who you pick to have these children with. If you pick the wrong person, it's tough titties. That's just how it is. You pick you're a woman, you pick a guy because he got a good stroke and his head is empty as a empty as a Jewish store on Sabbath day. That's your choice. That was who you chose. So all he got is a stroke. He ain't got nothing to offer. No ideas for the future. He ain't got nothing to offer your kid. No wisdom, nothing. That's who you chose. You chose a girl, a woman. She's superficial. All she's about herself. Have kids with her. She don't really give a fuck about them kids. That's who you chose. If you don't choose, I mean, it's hard to know, obviously. It's hard to know who's going to be there with you through thick and thin. It's a difficult choice. It's a difficult decision because people can be like one way and then change over time. Not positively, by the way. People could change for the worse. But you have to know um, basically the kind of characteristics of the person that you want to be with before you have children with them. Because it is hard. Like I said, it's not that she was particularly bad or, disruptive or anything. She was just being herself. She's two, but it was difficult. And best believe when her mom came, it wasn't like, oh, how's the day? Was it easy? How did it go? Nothing. She just got my daughter's clothes on and got the fuck out of Dodge. That's it. But I still felt like, I felt like I did the right thing for Rosa, you know, because I would never want her to be with somebody that would not take the kind of care that I take of her, even if I had to work. It's like I had to find a kind of balance today that really doesn't exist when you have a 2 year old, but I had to make it work. And that's basically what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? You have to find the right person or don't have kids at all. You know? that person got to be in tune with self on a level where they know when you have children, you're giving up, you're making sacrifices, and the person you're having these kids with is going to be the same. Both sides, both of you are going to have to sacrifice in order for these kids to have a better life. And that's what it's all about. And today, it really made me see, like, there's people that are home. If you're home and you're not working right now, take the opportunity to do as much as you can with your kids, man. As much as you can with them. Just, off the top of your head, things that y'all could do together, whether it's painting, drawing, board games, whatever. This is the time to be with them. And if you're working from home and you have your kids, then, I salute you. You got kids that's older than, yeah, because I got all three of them. I have my 12-year-old, I got a 7-year-old, and a 2-year-old. But the 7 and the 12, you give them what they gotta do. You put them on autopilot. That's it. You good. You got younger kids. They gotta poop when they gotta poop. They wanna eat when they wanna eat. They're not on no schedule. They doing what they gotta do. And as a parent, you gotta be flexible up here to see that this kid is not being, deliberately malevolent. That's what she would do any day of the week. Saturday, Sunday, when she's here during the weekend, holidays. She was her same self, but it's just that I had to work. But she don't care if I'm on a conference call or whatever it is. She's just going about her day how she usually would. And there's a certain amount of skill as a parent that you have to, you know, it's either you have it or you don't. A lot of people don't have it. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't here that's, oh, I should say everybody that's here, they not on that level. And you just look at the rise in suicides and not everybody's on that level. And then if you believe they are, I got a cloud with your name on it to sell you. I'm take 10 racks for it. You know what I mean? Not everybody's on the same level. People gonna operate on different levels, and obviously it's hard to do on your own. So you need somebody to back you up. You're not meant to do it on your own. You know what I mean? That lie of that you had people like Bernays and them sell you about, oh, we need both family members in the workplace. We need the man and the woman. That's just so they could tax both of you. That's all that was. Because before this whole women's suffrage and all this about getting women in the workplace, kids was being raised right. Why? Because mom was home, dad come home, both parents, they get the yin and the yang. They get both. They get both sides. Even if they only got dad's side from the time that he came home, but don't look at the outliers. Look at the whole picture and look at the generalization. Like, how did people that came out of those situations fare as opposed to those coming out of single family homes? And you can see it. You can see all these crazy kids coming out of, especially single mothers raising kids that's growing up in the P's. It's crazy. If their pops ain't in their life, they off the rails. Some of them, they pops is criminals and all this other stuff. So there's a lot to it. You gotta make informed decisions and you gotta be wise. All right, you gotta be wise, and at the end of the day, you gotta sacrifice for your kids. If you home and you ain't working right now, you need to shut the fuck up. Do what you gotta do for your kids as much as you can with them, and try to put as much positivity into them as possible. If you home and you working, you got your kids with you, you got young kids, like 2 years old, 3 years old, whatever. If you're on your own, like I said, tough titties. That's the way the cards were dealt for you. You know what I mean? But if you have some help, then make it work. Do as much as you can with those kids and impart as much as you can upon them. And I worked at home with my kids before, all of them before, but not by myself. You know what I mean? And just for me, the first day being here, I've had Cassius and Junior with me before myself, but as I said, having Rosa, 2 years old, different ball game. So for those of you that know, like I said, my advice, do the best you can. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, everybody got their own issues. Everybody got their own problems. Government don't give a shit about you and your kids. You got to do what you got to do for them. You got to make the sacrifices you got to make for them. So just, you do the best that you can. You try harder, try to be better, and do better. That's it. At the end of the day, they can't ask for more than that from you. Kids are going to remember the sacrifices you made for them because I know those that my parents made for me. So, and I'm grateful. So take it how it is.